Hello there guys, it's me, Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 7 of Civilization 7. I've just loaded the game up from where I finished last time, and I have a Civic unlocked. I don't remember ending the last video with that, but oh well, there we are. It has been a few days since I last played, so apologies for that. It's real life getting in the way again, I suppose. But it did actually get me thinking with Civilization 7. I have not been as motivated to play this as I have on some of Civilization's other games. I mean, that in itself might be quite telling. When I got access to Civilization VI, I think I had about 3 games on the go at the same time. I think there were 2 different ones that I was playing, that I was making YouTube videos from, and then there was a 3rd game that I was just playing when I wasn't recording, just for the fun of it. And I think the first game of Civilization Beyond Earth that I recorded for YouTube, which was the first game of it I played, I just played through and recorded the whole thing in one big session. Every spare minute I got, I wanted to play Civilization. And with Civilization 7, I haven't had that feeling. I haven't had, oh, I've got some free time, I want to go and play Civ. And again, maybe that's just me getting older and it's a change in my lifestyle and my commitments and my priorities. Maybe I just don't feel like playing games as much and as often as I used to. But it could just be that, I don't know, Civ 7 hasn't dragged me in like 6 and Beyond Earth did, and eventually 5. Obviously, I didn't play that when it first released, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to carry on where I left off. Let's see what we've got here. We do have some policies, actually. We've got, I don't know what overbuilding is. 20, I'm sure I have seen that before, actually. 20% production towards overbuilding. And 3 combat strength for fortified districts. What is overbuilding? Is this something we're likely to find in the Civilopedia? Yes, it is. Most buildings from previous ages can be overbuilt. Right, okay. So overbuilding basically means when you essentially replace an older building with a newer building. Okay, that makes some sense. Well, I didn't build a huge number of buildings that I'm going to be replacing, so maybe that's not quite as important. Do we want to go into any of these civics here? We do want to be able to get the Mott and Bailey. We should probably go into these, the Norman civics. So let's go and work on that. So we've got some units to command. Again, I'm a little bit hazy on where I was with all of these different units that I was moving around. I think it was mainly... Oh, there is a city-state there, actually. It looks like, well, we don't have enough influence. And that's a bit of a shame. We did spend some on this one over here that... Tecumseh decided to clear out, so we did lose that one a little bit. I can't remember where I was taking this Chevalier. I thought I was taking him up here to try and deal with any potential war, and that was it, wasn't it? I couldn't go that way because they were sitting on it with a bunch of units, and I was going to take the long way around and go around up there. They've still got annoying units sitting here off my borders. He does hate me, so he might well decide to go to war with me. I'm hoping he doesn't, but we don't know what's going to happen right now. Yeah, he could attack from multiple directions. One thing I was actually thinking about with commanders, and this is not something that I've really put into practice at the moment, because I've sort of got these mixed armies where I've got some swordsmen to go on the front row and some ranged units to go in the back row. But because the upgrade path for the commander allows certain specific things, like there's one that gives a specific boost to cavalry, and there's one that gives a specific boost to ranged units, like, yeah, shock tactics, 3 combat strength for cavalry units within the command radius. So maybe it's worth like having one general or one commander where you've unlocked shock tactics and you put all cavalry in it, because that's the way you've gone, although you'd have to get infantry first anyway, so you could have infantry and cavalry. But then siege units and ranged units is down the other side of assault. So instead of having to spend like all 6 points in the assault tree, you could just go down one side and have infantry and cavalry in that army, and then have another commander where you've gone down the right-hand side of the tree and picked up Storm and what's that one? Enfilade. Enfilade? Whatever it is. Anyway, go down the right-hand side and then just have ranged units and siege units in it. So that's probably more of an advanced tactic. I'm not playing on a hard difficulty level, so I'm probably not going to bother too much with that right now, but it's certainly something that I'm going to think about. Yeah, I can't remember what I was doing with all these units. I'm fairly certain I decided to try and keep some up here just in case the AI decided to attack, because I don't have a lot of units up in this direction. Now, these units were definitely moving over here because we're going to attempt to settle the distant land. We do have a Ming Empire cog. I was going to say Spain because it's Isabella, but got to get out of that habit now. Did I not come down this way before? I don't know. I've sort of forgotten. That looks like that is a city-state. I can't actually see the city tile right now, so I can't click on it. There is a ruin there that we could explore. So this is where I want to set up shop just here. I will go and have a little bit of a look around because I want to see what the best tile to grab is going to be. There's the trader. And we just want to create a trade route here, right? Is it this one? Make a trade route. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got some resources that we can assign. Gypsum and incense. Well, we're not really producing missionaries. The gypsum... I mean, we are going to have distant land cities soon, but let's put the gypsum in the capital, probably. This bonus, food and happiness. Yeah, let's give that, and we might as well go ahead and put that into Rome. I should probably get more cities. I've really been playing it safe in this game by not really upgrading many of my towns to cities, and that's probably a mistake. And I think some of the reluctance for doing that is because they get converted back down after the they get converted back down from cities to towns at the end of each age. I thought I had a settler. That's my scout. I was definitely going to get the settler because the plan was to follow the scout straight over. That wharf is nearly completed, so maybe it's after that. Getting some rough seas damage. Yeah, you did take a hardy smack there, didn't you? Well, it's going to be difficult to get you over here. If you can survive the hit from that one, we might be fine. That volcano's not a big problem. That volcano's not a big problem. Yes, I know you took damage. Did you take damage twice? That's unfortunate. So you have finished... You were working on something. We want to get a soakman. Now, it might be better off just purchasing one. I did think I had one. Did I not get one? Let's look down on the list of units. Nope, not showing one. Okay. What I'm going to do here then is I'm actually going to start building a temple. Because we don't have any anyway. So we could... I don't really want to stick them in any of these other tiles. Let's put it here. And then we'll go ahead and purchase a soakman. And then we'll send that unit across ready to build the city. No resources available. We could shuffle some around, but I don't think that's necessary. So yeah, you're going to try and get up in this direction. I'm standing next to a live volcano. I appreciate that. You're going to move up here and, yeah, just be on the defensive because his capital is here now. So he could give me some trouble. I do want to try and reveal where that city-state tile is. There it is. That's probably a better city-state to try and make friends with, especially if I'm intending to settle down here. We've already moved you, haven't we? Yeah. So you're 65 of 100. Hopefully you won't get completely destroyed. You did take some damage. So we're going to go and move you onto this tile. And I will get you to... Guess we could do search. Yeah, I'm just going to get it to heal up. Because I need it to be careful. This rough seas thing is really annoying. Volcano erupting. Was that the... No, I was going to say, please tell me that's not the volcano that I had a unit next to, but it isn't. That one's gone dormant now. Scout was damaged, yeah, we know. Oh, he's spying on me, is he? On Oh, my cog was attacked. Yeah, so they're shooting at me from a distance. Not surprising. I'm going to move back around here with this one because I want to try and uncover some of this territory if possible. I do now have enough, though, that I can go and befriend them. So let's start working on that. If we can grab them to be ours, that'll be great. We can grow Rouen, which is our capital. For production, there's a nice tile. We could go and get the cotton, which gives us plus 3 food and 3 production anyway. Or we've got dates here for 3 food and 3 happiness. There's more cotton there. That is a better cotton tile because it sacrifices one. It sacrifices 1 production for 2 happiness and an extra food. So that's probably a better tile for me to grab. There aren't any other real good tiles around, so let's go for that one. We've also got a grow here on Mend the Fur. Now this one is actually a city. So we could go ahead and hook up something here like the silver. Reduced cost on purchasing units. So that's definitely worth having. This one is just a town. But, you know, we should still consider what we buy. And again, with it being a town, we probably just want to concentrate on food. So food, gold and happiness. Let's go ahead and do that. Espionage detected. So the action succeeded, but the spy was revealed. You discovered Tecumseh performing the espionage action steal government secrets against you. For being revealed, they suffer a -8 influence penalty for 10 turns, and they gain the following effect. They receive 228 culture. So I can acknowledge it or open diplomacy. It doesn't look like I can be diplomatic with him. I don't know why it's taking me to go in there. Let's just ignore that. It is what it is. So we've got this bonus resource. I mean, it doesn't matter where I buy stuff, right? So I can just go ahead and put it into Rome. And if we buy stuff in Roma, it will be cheaper. We have... what have we got here? It was asking me to do something and I'm not 100% sure what it was now. Let's move across here with this settler. Yeah, Cog was attacked. You're just going to go up here and then you can sit still. Yeah, it asked me to do something with this city. It's not building anything, but that's fine because it wouldn't because it's a town. Maybe it was... Yeah, I can change the focus. That's all it is. So what do I want to do with it? And again, I don't ever really change the town's focus. And the main reason for that is that... I mean, I could just make it into a city. It's not a terrible one, actually. Especially being up here to the north. Yeah, let's go and make this one into a city. And then we can start putting some things in like granaries and brickyards and stuff like that. Not going to get a good granary out of this one. Can put a granary in here on top of this farm. That's fine. Are we working on something now? No. What happened there? That was weird. We could get a bazaar, we could get a stone cutter. Oh, we can get a wharf. A +8 wharf if we build it here on top of the fishing quay. Yeah, let's go for that. So now they both build. I do like how it appears next to it. The art is absolutely fantastic in this game. The problem is nobody plays the game this zoomed in. Everybody plays it like out here. So when you see all of the screenshots and everything, it does look amazing. You can rotate it around as well if you hold the Alt key and then left click and drag. I think you've been able to do that since Civilization VI. But yeah, nobody ever plays the game zoomed in like that. You can't leave the camera rotated around. The moment you let go, it flicks back to pointing north, but it is what it is. So because I replaced a rural tile with an urban building, I can now relocate that population, so I get to pick a new tile. We could move out here towards the niter. So let's go and get the... Well, they're both 2 happiness and 2 production. It's just, do we want the gold or do we want the food? Let's grab the food. That puts us closer to the wine as well. We can move stuff around, but I haven't really got anything that I need to move, so not necessarily bothered too much about that.
There exists beyond the world
There's astronomy
a
done.
void without
So
eternal limit.
now we can get fleet commanders.
Thousand worlds beyond this world.
And we can get our next science building as well. So where do we want to go into here? We've got a few options. We can go for feudalism. Lets us build inns, increases our settlement limit. The mastery for that also gives us extra food on farms, pastures and plantations, which is probably not a bad idea. Castles would be good as well because it would give us essentially crossbows, which sounds really nice, right? But we're going to need machinery for that. So let's get machinery done. Here's a tier 1 tech after all. Over here, so yeah, we can get these observatories now. We can also get wharfs. Let's get the observatory. We already have a tile. No, that's an altar. Do I not have a library? Can I not build libraries anymore? No, apparently not. Let's go ahead and put it here. There have been a few patches since I last played, mostly just quality of life and balance changes and a few little bug fixes. So probably not anything that we're going to really notice throughout gameplay. This guy's going to move really, really slowly. Yeah, you need to try and heal up. And you're going to move up. You're going to take a couple more shots from this archer, but that's not a big deal right now. We could put some support in there to try and boost them up. I'm not worried about doing that right now. You're just going to go on to alert. Just starting to try and get my units in a good position. Yeah, it's being attacked by them. I'm not bothered by that. It's very little damage. I just want to be able to get over here with my scout. Which is going to be tricky because of all of these deep ocean tiles. We might not even make it all the way across. So I don't know how we're supposed to do that. We can get an observatory over here. Now, we did have somewhere... See, this has a library. So put it there, we get an observatory and a library, right? Looks like that's the way it's going. We can create a religion now. So you can't create custom ones anymore. Or have they changed that now? You can. I don't think that was in when the game launched. You couldn't pick your religion. Let's just pick... it doesn't really matter. Let's go for Shinto. It's just a name at the end of the day because you can pick what you add to it. So we need a reliquary belief. So this is going to be important to heading towards one of the victory goals. So 2 relics for the first time conversion of a city-state. 2 relics for the first time conversion of another civilization's capital city. 1 for the first time conversion of another civilization settlement with a temple or altar. 2 relics for the first time conversion of another civilization settlement with a wonder from any age. Oh dear. Plus 1 relic for the first time conversion of a civilization settlement in distant lands that's not a city-state. I mean, I don't know how many city-states there's going to be. 1 relic for the first time conversion of another city civilization settlement with at least 10 rural population seems quite high. I think wonder of any age might be useful. Add a new belief. So what can we get here as options? Plus 4 science for every foreign settlement following your religion. And that could be nice. Plus 8 culture gold and science for every tile that has a natural wonder in another civilization settlement following your religion. Some good ones in here. Plus 1 science for every grassland tile in other civilization settlements following your religion. I think we'll just go for the interfaith dialogue. And we'll confirm that. Again, easy difficulty level, so I probably don't really need to micromanage too much. That does now unlock a new civics tree, though. So we actually now have a theology civics tree as well, even though there's only a couple of things in there. It does exist all the same. So we're going to carry on and try and get that cavalry unit up to our other cities. We do have a hostile, that's Ava, which is the one down here. I don't have enough influence to spend on flipping them over. I probably don't need to bother doing that. Now, why are you down here with a unit? You're not thinking about settling there, are you? I sure hope not. because that would be one heck of a forward settle if they do. I'm going to have to try and stick to the shallows and island hop a little bit with these units if I can. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer with my scout, because the scout doesn't have a penalty for embarking and disembarking, so we can sort of do that this way. Yeah, I'm going to put this cavalry unit up in my other city, just so, or my other town, I should say, just so it's a little bit better protected. And yeah, I just want to have a little look up here. I want to try and reveal some land. So Isabella does have some space here. If I settle right here, I'm going to be quite close to Isabella. But my only other option is to sail up the coast. There's an ocean shipwreck. I can't reach that on this turn, so maybe I just skip a turn and grab that on the next turn. We'll carry on moving up here with yourself. And yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the potential for this settler to take damage. Let's have the scout heal up a little bit first. Again, I feel like I'm in a position where I don't have a huge amount that I can do. I like how the units I'm controlling actually turn their facing to face an enemy unit, even if I just mouse over them. That's quite cool. So I could go ahead and attack this scout. I mean, it's well, it's not even free XP really, is it? Because I don't have a commander with this army. The moving lake. A soldier returns with a harrowing tale. A unit wandering the sands, ever chasing the sparkle of the lake scene, just over the next hill, then the next, then the next. So it gives us 125 culture boost. And here's another one. Red is the colour of the military. Purple the colour of royalty. All understand their roles at a glance, their eyes comprehending even before the distinction of thought. So this is a mission. Capture a settlement in distant lands. Selecting this option begins a quest. So we could basically go ahead and declare on Isabella. So maybe I do want to settle down here. I can now spend 200 support and try and speed this up a little bit. If we can get a city-state down here on our side, especially a militaristic one, that puts us in a much better spot to do something. Can you not get that on this turn? I don't like that. I'm going to leave you there. Now, this is where things are going to get nasty, because I've got to basically get you across a few tiles here. And you're going to take some damage. Yeah, this rough sea damage malarkey, I do not like at all. I'm going to keep trying to move forward with the scout. Tecumseh has established a trade route with me. Maybe he's going to like me a little bit more. I don't think there's anything that I mean, I've just spent all of my influence anyway. I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do with him to make him like me, so probably not too bothered about that. Let's avoid the sandstorm if we can and go up to Choctaw with this unit. We probably want to get at least one commander up here somewhere.
Accept what you are willing to give.
So there's a new civic unlocked. I'm going to have to build some fortification buildings, but I think keeping the ones we've got for now are all good. We get to choose a new civic. Now we can go theology now, which would give us an additional belief and give us a free relic. Now, it's worth doing that because this is now part of the culture victory, is to get relics. Excuse my dogs going wild in the background there. So yeah, we want to start working towards relics. And where are we moving yet? You're going up here. I should get another commander for sure. You've taken some damage, but you can actually move quite far forward. So I'm going to move you all the way to here. The scout has taken a bit more damage, but I'll try and get the scout over if possible. You've just cleared that shipwreck, which I do not appreciate because I was going to go and get that. And yeah, I'm going to have to go into deep water tiles if I want to skip around Isabella's territory, because I want to see what's going on over there. Isabella also has the Great Wall. I'm not even sure if I can settle a city down here. We will try and get one more turn in if we can. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. I really don't want to lose this ship if I can avoid it, but these sea tiles are a menace. There's my phone going off now. Everything's just going today. Right, let's move you into the city's borders and we'll put you on sleep. You're going to sort of tiptoe along. In fact, let me just heal you up again now. Because, yeah, it's going to be difficult getting across here without taking a ton of attrition. So you can get full health. You've already used your movement here. So I think that is where I'm going to end. Well, I might as well end the turn because there's nothing else for me to do. So I'm going to end the turn there. Again, I feel like not a lot has happened. And this is my one of my big complaints with Civilization VII. I think because they've taken away a lot of the things like workers and builders, and because most of your cities are now towns, which means they're passive and you're not constantly having to queue buildings up in them, it just feels like you're not doing an awful lot other than shuffling units around the map. I think that is the biggest part where Civ 7's falling down for me right now. It's a real shame. I'm still determined to see this game through, though. I really want to at least get to the end of it and see how it turns out. And as I said in a previous video, maybe I will feel differently once I've put some more hours into it and got to the end of the game. Maybe it all picks up in the modern era, but, you know, who's going to play through 2 boring ages just to get to 1 interesting age is a question for scholars, isn't it? So given the fact that my dog keeps barking and my phone's ringing and clearly I'm no longer meant to be recording right now, I'm going to end the video here. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 7. I will see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.